guys, welcome back and I hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is one of the most anticipated videos on my channel. Ever since I mentioned in my haul video that I'm gonna be swatching these Elle lipsticks, I have actually had a lot of people showing their anticipation for this, which actually made me really happy. I'm glad you're enjoying my content. Please ignore any sort of background noises. Actually, I filmed this previously, but the mic actually had some issues and the entire audio has this weird background noise in it, which I just couldn't upload it. So I'm sorry if this video is late, first of all, and second of all, the background noises are still gonna be there. I'm just trying to minimize them as much as I can. So yeah, this is another lipstick video for some views. If you just want to skip to the swatches, I will insert a timestamp somewhere around here right now, so maybe you can do that if you're not interested. Most people are gonna do that. It's fine. It's fine. Also, as usual, 50 disclaimers before I get into the actual video. Hair, messy, frame, lighting. Yeah, the swatches lighting is gonna be fine, so don't worry about that. But the video, I'm not really sure. Rainy season, yeah. Also, my skin is kind of going through something and it's really breaking out a lot. I'm just not trying to get bothered by it. So if it's something that bothers you, just don't mind it, I guess. It's skin, it's normal. And yeah, I think that is it. So I'm just gonna insert a screenshot right here. So this is the format that I do my reviews in. This is just a general format, but usually I go in not necessarily the order of this, but these are the points that I usually go through. So if you want anything to be added more to these, let me know. I think I've covered pretty much everything, but if there is anything, I can always take up suggestions and add it in my next video. That is it. So from the title you can tell today I'm going to be talking about the Elle lipsticks. These are the these are the Colourpop matte lipsticks by Elle, and these retail for 75 rupees for 4.3 grams of product. 4.3 grams is pretty standard. I consider 4 grams pretty standard, so a little bit over that is always good, especially considering the price. These retail for 75 rupees. I believe they used to be actually a little bit more expensive, but they have cut down the cost. These are available pretty much everywhere, any local store, any online store. You can always go ahead and check them out in stores and online as well. Coming to the packaging, they haven't really changed their packaging in the past few years. These have been available forever, but I haven't really seen them change their packaging at all. It has always been this, and this is the only fault I feel like I can find, is that the packaging is not color coded. Not only the packaging is not color coded, the names in here and here, for some reason they have started printing them at the top too, but this is the new one, so these are the latest one. But the ones that I have had for years, they don't have this sticker on the top, it only is at the bottom. And the issue is, okay, it's not color coded, neither is the top label color coded, but the name that they have written, the font, Elle, sir, what font do you use? Because good lord, like, let me try and see if I can show, because so I'm not sure if you can see the font or what it's written, but that's the font, this tiny thing a little bit above my finger. Yeah, that's the font size. The height is not even 10 pixels in my opinion. It's so weird. The number, on the other hand, all of them have names and numbers. The numbers, on the other hand, are written in a bigger font, so I guess that's great, but I'm pretty sure no one is gonna memorize the numbers, because this is the first time I saw the numbers. I think the numbers are also color coded according to the families, so that is one issue. But for the price point, I don't really mind the packaging. I wouldn't say it's the most sturdy packaging, but it's not really flimsy either. Once you close it, it does close well. Can it come off in your purse if you keep it? Possibly. I haven't really had that issue because I don't really keep my lipsticks with other things. Top can come off. Is it really loose? No, it still takes decent amount of force to actually open the lipstick, so I think it's fine. The product weight as compared to the price, I feel like it's pretty fair. It's pretty good. It's actually really good in my opinion. 4.3 grams for 75 rupees. I'm not really gonna complain. And these also come in numerous shades, so these come in a lot of shades. I think they come in around 30 shades. I do wish they could expand on the nude range or the nude side of the spectrum a little bit more, but they have a lot of pinks, especially pinks, man. This range is so pink heavy, it's not even funny. But there are reds, there are pinks, there are a lot of pinks, there are few nudes, there are deeper shades, there are mauve toned shade. I feel like they have a decent variety for a range that does not cost so much. They have enough shades to incorporate a lot of different skin tones, especially being an Indian brand. I feel like they have done a pretty good job on the shade range. Now coming to the formula on these is pretty much a creamy. These do say they are Colourpop matte, they aren't. I don't think any of these are matte. I'm wearing one right now, and as you can see, it does have that creamy sheeny kind of finish. Do these qualify as shine lipsticks? No, I don't think so. They are definitely more on the shiny side, but also they are not really glossy or anything like that. In the swatches it will be a little bit more clear, but just wanted to mention it. None of the ones that I own are one swipe pigmentation. You do have to go over a few times, but I feel like I do that with any other lipstick, so I don't really mind that. If you do, then maybe you want to be careful. The issue that you can come across is if your top lip is like a really different color than your bottom lip, then the color is going to look different on both lips. So maybe you have to use a lip liner or some kind of foundation to even those out. And then for me, my top lip is also a little different than my bottom lip, but the color discretion isn't that variable, so I feel like I can work with these do stay on my lips anywhere from 3 hours to 5 hours. In the 3-hour period you can see the fading, but if you are careful enough, I feel like these can last for a decent amount of time. If you are gonna do your regular activities, I would say carry your lipstick in your purse so that you can retouch it throughout the day. I do not think this is a very long lasting formula, but this is very standard in my opinion for a bullet lipstick. Maybe these are a little bit less on the staying power aspect, but these aren't really bad by any means. These also do transfer quite a bit, so you might want to be careful with that aspect as well. So yeah, I think those are all the things that I wanted to mention about the product. I don't really have a lot to say about these. I especially like these because of the price point. One reason being, if I want a very funky shade, now this range does not have a lot of funky shades, I would say, but if you want a certain unique shade, if you are gonna be experimenting with deeper shades but you aren't really ready to make a commitment even for 300 rupees, if you don't want to purchase something that expensive, then you can go with these. I feel like you'll definitely find a deeper shade. The shades I own, I do have few famous ones. The only two I believe I'm missing are Belgium Brown and Chocolate Day. Both of those I feel like are extremely deep, so even on my skin tone I felt like they were gonna be deep, so that's the reason I did not pick them up. But the ones I have, I feel like I have a pretty good collection or a pretty good selection of colors, so yeah, I hope those will be helpful to you guys. And yeah, I think that is it. Let's move on to the swatches, and after that we're gonna do the pros and the cons. Okay, so the first shade that we have right here is Deep Pink. This is not really deep by my standards at least, but it's more like a hot pink neon-y kind of shade for medium skin tones. This will suit fair to medium and medium deep skin. It's a really pretty color. I did not expect myself to like it so much, but I really do enjoy this shade. The next one I have is Pink Kiss. This is a mid-toned pink color but with hints of purple to it. It will suit fair, medium and some deeper skin tones. It's not my favorite because I just don't prefer purples, but it's a pretty color, just not for me. The next shade I have is Mauve Date, Mauve or Mauve, whatever you say. Yeah, it's a mauve toned pink color. It's not really a nude shade, it's pretty much a pink, but yeah, it will suit all skin tones. The fourth shade I have is Pink Spice. It's a pinky peachy color with brown undertones. It's not a nude, but it's still a very wearable color and it's a really fresh color in my opinion. This will suit fair, medium and medium deep skin. Some deeper skin tones can try this, but I definitely think it's more for fair, medium and medium deep skin tones. The fifth shade is Nude Fix. It's a mid-toned brownie pink color. It's more suitable for fair and medium deep skin. If you're a person who is above NC45, I feel like this will wash you out. It's a pretty everyday nude sort of color. The next shade is Red Spin and it's a deeper red color with brown undertones. It's definitely on the warm side. It will suit every single skin tone. It is one of those slightly different colors. And the last one is Choco Bite. Now this is very deeply browny burgundy kind of color. I don't even know how to describe it. It does have some cooler undertones. It is very vampy, but it is also really patchy. I tried my best to work with this, but it's just very patchy. It will suit every single skin tone, but what's the point if it's gonna be patchy? So yeah, but yeah, that is it. Now for the pros and the cons. Okay, so now that the swatches are done, I just wanted to mention the pinks. I know there are a lot of pinks, so I'm gonna make a comparison post of all the pinks that are in this range. I'm gonna swatch them side by side so that you guys can realize the difference between each one of them. So that post will be up after this video goes up, so in a few days. Try to follow me on my Instagram. I will upload it in the next few days. I also have an assignment right now that I have to complete, so yeah, please bear with me. I promise it will be up in the next week. So be sure to follow me on my Instagram. It's k.prutha, and yeah, enough of plugs. Let's move on to the pros and cons. So for the pros, pro number 1 would be it's very much affordable. Pro number 2, it's available pretty much everywhere, online, offline, every single place. Pro number 3 is the shade range. I feel like they have a decent shade range, and even though these aren't really foundations, I feel like they have colors that can suit multiple and almost every single skin tone. You can definitely find something for yourself in this range. Pro number 4 is the decent staying power. I feel like even though these aren't the most super long lasting lipsticks, I feel like these do last on your lips decently. Pro number 5 would be the value for product that you're getting. I don't know if you can really consider this a pro, but I do appreciate this being at a lower cost as well as having enough product in it. Considering recently when I started to see how much product things contain, it's surprising to see how much you sometimes pay for a really small quantity. So this is not an issue with these lipsticks, at least, so I really appreciate that fact. And yeah, I think that is enough pros. Now let's move on to the cons. Con number 1 would be the packaging. Yeah, I feel like they sell enough for them to be able to work on their packaging. So Hindustan Unilever, if you're seeing this, then try to improve your packaging. At least try to make these labels color coded. That would be helpful. Con number 2 would be, despite having a lot of shades, I feel like they could expand even more on the nude aspect. This is very pink and red heavy. I feel like they could definitely do more. And if this range is so famous, I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring out new shades. So yeah, I hope that comes out soon. And con number 3 would be, I'm not sure if this can be a con, but if you're shopping online, you're not gonna be able to find proper swatches for this. I feel like you have to come on YouTube and search people similar to your skin tone. On the website, okay, website swatches are always deceptive, but for these it's even worse, I feel, for some reason. So yeah, you can't really trust them. I wish they could provide us proper swatches, but yeah, that is why I'm making this video, so maybe it did work out. But yeah, I wish they could provide good swatches from their part, at least. That would be really amazing. And I think those are all the pros. And obviously pros are very heavy despite the cons. I don't think any two cons and pros contradict each other, and I feel like that's pretty good for any sort of product. So yeah, I would definitely pick these up. If they do add new shades into their range, if they do add more nude kind of shades into their range in the future, I will pick them up and I will make another video. But as of right now, I feel like I have had enough shades and I don't need any more lipsticks. For God's sake, I do not need to buy anything else. So yeah, with the pros and the cons, I feel like from my side, these are definitely a big hit for me. So if you're planning to buy, I would say go ahead with your decision. It might not be the most impressive lip formula you have tried, but I'm pretty sure this won't at least disappoint you in any way. The shades, I hope the swatches were helpful for you guys. And for the people who watched the review, I love you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, I think that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. All these 3 things mean so much to me. I appreciate all of you guys' support. And yeah, I think that is it. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.